Is a huge help. Thank you so, so, so much. Welcome, everyone. Again, feel free to drop in the chat box what location you are moving from. And maybe like an intention for your Sunday. Nothing big, nothing major, just something you want to kind of keep in the mid to front of mind today. And that could be anything. For me, it will be plant care. Moving from Hamilton. Hi, Claire. Moving from Hamilton. um, yeah, we'll get started. I'll get my cat calmed down here. So we'll start seated. Any position. Legs can be any way. Sitting up nice and tall. Eyes closed. Or a gentle gaze. Just allow the breath to slow, to deepen. Feeling the body settle in place. You can imagine yourself as a seed, planting yourself in your soil. Going deeper and deeper. Allowing the breath to get heavy in the body. Every exhale, allowing the body to fall. Sitting with your breath. Bringing awareness to the crown of the head. You can imagine or picture light emanating out the crown. Perhaps giving it a color. With every breath, breathing it brighter and brighter, stronger and stronger. Feeling the light come down into the crown, down through the spine, connecting you to your soil. Imagining or feeling even the heat around this light melting down forehead. Breathing space between the eyebrows. Feeling the face fall, rolling eyes either under closed lids or under your soft gaze. Releasing them from any focus, letting them fall back into their sockets. Breathing release into the cheeks, letting them melt down. Allow the jaw to soften. Wherever the tongue falls, wherever it feels at home, allow it to lay there. Sit with and feel the breath leaving, entering, leaving the mouth, the throat. Coming strong down into the neck, into the throat. Heavy down the shoulders, let them fall. Feeling the tips of the shoulder blades gliding down the back body, and the lift that happens in the front of the body, lifting the chest ever so gently, opening up. Sitting with the breath swirling into the chest here. Feeling the heaviness extend down into the arms. Strong down the rib cage, heavy down to the ground. Soft belly. Sitting here with your breath, feeling the breath make its journey down into the belly, swirl around. Leave. Feeling that expansion, allowing it to soften with every breath. Coming down into the hips and sit bones, wherever you're connecting with your ground. Imagining roots sprouting from beneath you, anchoring you to your ground, anchoring you to your earth, establishing foundation, holding you steady, holding you firm, supporting you. Roots extending down the backs of the legs, the knees, calves, ankles, feet. The soles of your feet are touching your ground directly, feeling those roots strong here. And slowly, with every breath, retracing the journey of that light from crown to ground. Feeling yourself melting further, deeper. Slowly bringing hands out to the sides just to touch ground on either side. Breathing up through the fingers, up through the bottom of the body, and out through the mouth. Coming back into your space, sitting up nice and tall again, recalibrating, taking a deep breath in, stretching arms out at the sides, up towards the ceiling. Exhale, let the arms float back down. Next inhale, coming back up. Exhale, coming back down. Last one. Pausing at the top, reaching, rooting down. On the exhale, bringing almost like a crown down over the head, so elbows are bending. Pausing with hands at the ears, rotating those wrists, pushing those walls away. Then we rotate, palms facing out, coming back up to the sky, bringing that crown back down, and pushing away. We're doing this a couple of times to kick up a little bit of heat in those shoulders. Syncing it with breath, however it feels at home for you. And every time you find yourself at the beginning of the movement, just recalibrating through the spine, making sure you're sitting up nice and tall and that the ribs aren't flailing with you, but just holding you firm in place. Last one, reaching up through those fingertips, bringing that crown down, turning those hands out, pushing away. So push those walls, push into either hand as much as you can, gentle circles. Reverse those circles. And then let them let the shoulders get heavy here. Roll them out as much as you need. Taking a deep breath all the way up. And crisscrossing arms. Exhale. Release that down. We'll go back up. I flipped there. Exhale. Come back down. That heat kind of disoriented me a little bit. Good morning, everyone. Hands on tops of knees. And we'll start with some subtle pelvic movements. So we'll begin with rocking the pelvis up between the legs. So you might hollow out the belly a little bit. You might be pushing back towards the back of your space. That's cool. We'll just hang out here and then rock it forward. And rocking it back. We're just moving the bowl of the pelvis. As we come forward, we're grounding down into the ground. As we come back, we're rolling up between the thighs. Just giving your sit bones a nice little massage. As you continue, making it a little more pronounced, traveling all the way up the spine, dropping the head, coming into a seated cat-cow, so coming all the way forward, tipping the chin up ever so gently, and rocking back. If you can imagine yourself being tall grass, like bulrushes, or cattails, or waves in the ocean. Just feeling the flow of your spine, just front and back to start. Slowing it down enough. Feel the segments between the spine, the vertebrae. When rocking up between the legs, hollowing out through the belly, pushing out through the shoulder blades, dropping the head. As we come forward, lifting through the chest. And begin to play around with direction. Perhaps you're cat-cowing towards your knees. And then just freestyle the torso, just waking up, slow movements in any direction. Just giving yourself permission to move in a way that frees the body. Slowly bringing yourself back to center. Sitting up nice and tall. Taking a couple breaths here to yourself. On that next inhale, bringing arms up to the sky. And we're pausing here. We'll do a gentle pivot towards our left knee. As we come down, leading through the chest, bringing arms down towards our ground. When our hands reach the ground, walking hands away from the body as much as feels comfortable, leading again, opening through the chest, and then dropping the head. Bringing the head back up, and if it feels comfortable or accessible, grounding through that left hand, and then getting light on the right hand, opening up any amount here, twisting the chest to open. As far as I can see, like water rippling me. And then closing it back down. With some water to rain on me. Reaching for a hand. Drop the head, reach out even further to see if you can access a deeper stretch here. Bringing hands back towards the body, slow roll up. Slowly, slowly, slowly take your time. Head should be the last thing to come up. You're still facing your left knee. Taking that inhale, bringing arms up. Exhale, let the arms come down as you pivot towards your center. Immediately on that inhale, coming back up. And then pivoting towards that right knee this time. Exhale to come down, leading through the chest. Hands come down to your ground. Slowly walking them away as much as feels comfortable. Dropping the head. Coming back up, lifting the head. If it feels comfortable, grounding through that right hand, opening up through the left, twisting open, any amount. And then closing it back down. Drop that head again. Reaching out maybe a little bit further, extending that stretch. Breathing through that opening down the side body. Slowly begin walking hands back towards the body. Slow roll up. And as the head comes up, taking that inhale, bringing arms up. Line fingers. And then exhale as you pivot to center, let the arms float down. One more, circling up. Exhaling, just releasing the right hand this time to your ground, to your side. Could be close, could be far, whatever feels good. Leaning over to the right, left arm in line with ear. And then closing down that twist, but we're not pausing. We're going to be reaching out with that arm, sweeping across the front of our space. Let that back arm follow. That left hand now becomes your kickstand, I guess, and bringing that right arm up in line with ear. We'll swoop back down, coming back over to the right. So begin making this a bit of a flow movement from side to side.
You would come my way and say to me, do you have the time? Thought that it was right beside me.
Next time you are over to your right, pausing here, recentering here in the shape. So anchoring down through that sit bone, that left sit bone, reaching up through the fingers, the left hand, anchoring down to that right hand. Your next exhale, pivoting open any amount here with the chest and thoracic spine, just twisting open to the sky. Arm will fall gently behind the body. If this doesn't feel at home, when you're in your side bend, you can just turn the head, look at the arm. If that also doesn't feel great, we can just turn our eyes towards the arm. I say this in all my classes, but it's remarkable how much just sending energy in that desired direction will help you open up bit by bit, little by little. Wherever you're at, bringing that twist, closing it down, reaching across the body. Hand may land in the neighborhood of your supporting hand. That's cool. You can put it out even further if you'd like for more of a deeper stretch. Drop the head, puff up through shoulder blades. Opening back up any amount here. Seeing what we can access from a full opening. Closing it back down. And opening up last time. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhale, drop that hand behind the body. Let it float down and let it trace the outside of your space, swooping across the front of your space. Large arm circles with that left arm. Torso can do whatever it needs to do to help you move and capture as much space, taking up as much space as your body needs.
I'm not gonna hide no more. Believe in yourself. Don't let anyone else tell you who you are.
After you've done a couple of those, coming up to center, continuing with the arm circles, but limiting it just to the arm sockets. Slowing it down any amount you need, wherever it feels good. And then as we reverse, we'll open it back up, letting the torso do whatever it needs to do. Reaching through that arm as it makes its circle. It's an active reach. Feeling the stretch down the front of the shoulder from all directions, depending on where you are. And of course, bringing it back to center. Woo. Limiting it just to the shoulder blade and the arm socket. Just seeing what's alive there, seeing what's caught a little bit of a fire. And release that. Shake that arm out. A couple shoulder shrugs. Ooh, inhale, circle those arms back up. Exhale, release just the left hand this time, leaning over to the left with that right arm in line with ear. For your next exhale, twisting any way, gently open, lifting the chest, or maybe you are turning the head. Maybe you are just stretching the eyes. Wherever you're at, seeing if you can access a little deeper of a stretch here. Then closing it down. Drop the head. Going back up and open. Just sitting with sensation, feeling what's different, what's the same from side to side. What is at home, what feels foreign. Closing it back down. Last time, opening up. Big inhale here. Exhale, let that arm fall. Let it sweep across the side and front of your space. Large arm circles. Let it be slow. Let it be ooey gooey. Reach as far as you can.
Will always come around to meet you with the answers.
And bringing it back to center a couple times. Maybe slowing it down here. Just exploring, experimenting with sensation. And then reverse, opening it up. Doing whatever the torso needs to do to reach far and wide. Again, taking note. What's different on this side? What's the same? What's what? And then bringing it back to center. A couple times, just the arm in place. Checking in with breath. How's your jaw? And coming back to center. Shaking that off. Sitting with the sensation for a couple of breaths. Coming back to stillness. If your hands aren't already heated up, a little trick that I like to do for the next couple of holds is just doing a little scheming for the healing that you would like to imbue upon yourself. Just a nice little bit of heat. You don't want to like be sweaty, but just to kind of feel some activity in the hand. Bringing the hands to the sides of the face. Let your head fall into your hands. So your arms can be close to your body and let your head fall. Hold your head firmly. Give yourself 3 deep breaths here. In through the nose, let the belly soften. Exhale through the mouth. Last breath. Exhaling, I am held here. Feeling the heat in the hands, allowing the hands just to gently drip off the face, like we're drawing excess energy out from the head, and then flicking out through the fingers. Getting hands prepared again, one hand over, and it doesn't matter, over the chest. I like to put my right hand over my heart, and then the left hand on the back of the head. Head can tilt back just a little bit, like it's falling back into your hands, like you're cradling yourself. Lifting through the chest, breathing into these 2 points here. Breathe deep breaths. Exhaling, I am supported here. Slowly allow your fingers to drift away from those powerful pressure points, flicking them out through the fingers. Last hold. One hand over the heart, one over the belly. Breathing full into these two hands, 2 points. 3 deep breaths. Exhaling, I am love here. And slowly removing hands from the body, taking out excess energy. Taking a deep inhale, sweeping those arms up towards the side. Exhale, coming down slowly, bringing that left hand, sweeping it across the body underneath that right armpit. Sweeping that right hand over across the body, bringing it in to hold the left bicep, taking another deep breath in. Hold yourself close. Exhale into that embrace. Give yourself a rock. Just feel how nice this feels. In a time of social distancing, pandemics, fear, disassociation, separation, it's very important to hang on to yourself. Resource your love, resource your healing, resource your support. It's the only way to give from your cup without emptying it. Allowing the hands to dissolve, let that embrace just fall. Taking another deep inhale, circling those arms back up. Exhale as they come down, right hand this time under left armpit, left hand swooping over right bicep. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, fall into that embrace. Give yourself a rock. Rub your arm, maybe rub their side. Know that it is okay to offer yourself intimacy and love and comfort when these things may feel not necessarily inaccessible, but just not close enough. Letting that embrace dissolve. To wake up the feet before we do any moving, just coming back, tensing back onto the hands behind the body, waking up the hips a little bit, moving the knees gently, then bring the feet flat, windshield wipers. And then let them linger. Feel wherever feels good for the stretch, waking up the bottom half. Coming back up to seated. Wherever you're at, hands on tops of knees, beginning with those pelvic rocks again from the beginning of our practice. If you haven't already, as you're rocking, coming back to step back into the feet. We'll go from the side to show. And just continue rocking, sitting up. And perhaps with every rock down, we're rocking a bit further towards our ground. Coming back up. Maybe a little bit further. Back up. The last one, rolling all the way down, however you need to get down to the ground. Slow or quick, whatever feels good. And giving your knees windshield wipers from here. When the knees come down to the right side, bring them all the way down. Arms can come out to the sides at shoulder height. Taking a deep inhale. And on the exhale, turning the head to look over the left shoulder. Allow yourself to settle into this stretch. Gently bringing the head back up to center. And then slowly bringing knees back up towards the sky or ceiling. Windshield wiper to reset. Then coming down to the left, all the way. If your arms are still at shoulder height, that's cool. Keep them there. Settle into this first part of the stretch. Deep inhale. Exhale, turning head over right shoulder. Slowly bringing the head back up to center first, followed by the knees, slow, slow, slow. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself another hug. Circle the knees. Massaging the low back. Freestyle the direction. Both knees can be going the same direction. They can be going opposite. Giving our lower half a short thank you for holding us up while we worked on our arms and shoulders. Just saying we haven't forgotten about y'all. Thank you. Sometimes I focus on the top and forget about the bottom. This is a nice way to say thank you. Hugging those knees back in, bring the head up towards the knees. A little ball. And release that. Stretch out all the way. Let the legs go long. Let the hands go out past the head. Take a good gratuitous stretch here, like one of those just waking up in bed kind of stretch. Once you've achieved that, finding yourself in your final resting position, that could be in any shape. It could be on your side. You can be on your belly and prone. Prop yourself up with your cushions. Cover yourself with your blankets. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. And as we get ourselves ready to get deep into some relaxation, if you did at the beginning of the practice state an intention either publicly in the chat or to yourself, returning back to that intention, feeling how it might be alive in your body now after a bit of a practice. And as we hold that intention in the front of mind, bringing focus and awareness to our feet, wherever they are under you right now, whether they are touching the ground or if their toes are facing the ceiling or the sky, however they are, just feeling the connection through the feet to your ground. Feeling that heaviness returning into the body, following up the ankles, into the calves and shins, into the knees and thighs, into the hips, the sit bones, feeling your back supported by your ground. Belly still soft. Sitting with breath here for the last time of our practice. Feeling the belly swell, rise, fall. Coming into the upper back, feeling yourself supported into your ground, falling deeper. Chest is still open, still light. Breathing through this heart space. Heavy through arms, shoulders, neck. Feeling the back of the head falling deeper into whatever supported space it's resting on. Feeling the jaw soften. We created a bit of tension in our practice. We can release it here. Returning to those melted cheeks. Giving eyes a slow roll under closed lids. Softening the space between the eyebrows, softening the forehead. Reimagining, revisiting the light coming through the crown of the head. Seeing if it changed at all. And continue breathing. Slowly floating back down into your space. Going back down into your body. Deepening the breath. Wiggling fingers and toes. Gentle animation. Rolling out wrists, rolling out ankles. Moving limbs gently, gently. Gentle nodding of the head, yes, no, side to side. You feel like you've returned. Whatever side feels most inviting, rolling over to that side, giving yourself some big, yummy breaths here in your own time. Slowly begin coming up to seated. Eyes can remain closed. Any seated position, just coming up to center. Sitting up nice and tall. Returning to our hold of hand over heart, hand over belly. Holding ourselves tenderly here. Taking time for gratitude, taking time for breath, taking a deep inhale. Exhale, I breathe for me. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale, I breathe for you. Last inhale. Exhale, I breathe for us. Twinkling eyes back into space. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you all so much. This was such a wonderful, wonderful experience to move with so many wonderful melanated folk from far and wide. I thank you, my gratitude for you all so deep. I thank Good Body Feel for this opportunity, for the training, and just for the networking of meeting all you wonderful people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace, 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 peace. Thank you.